did start the How to Play Chess series, but I'm going to take the tiniest break and make one more video not about chess. So today we're going to be doing some card tricks, a tutorial and the performance. So first it's the performance and then it's the tutorial. So yeah, I wanted to say something about this card. This card is going to be my Ace of Hearts because this one doesn't have one, so I'm just going to put that right there, and let's scramble this a little bit, I guess. Okay, I guess it's going to work. I don't really care because I know this is already scrambled. So now, for the first trick, we're gonna 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 24, 25, 26. We're going to make two different piles of 26 cards. Now this requires a full 52 deck. So you have two 26s. Because 26 plus 26 equals to 52. So this is 52. Okay. Now, if I don't really have a spectator, but if I did have a spectator, I would say, which deck do you pick? He'd maybe say this one. Okay, I'm not gonna look, but okay, he picks out this card from a deck of his choice and he pulls out this card. Don't know what it is, just this is your card. Okay, we're gonna put that and then say, this is your card, memorize this card, okay? This is your card, remember it. Remember it, okay? Then, we're just gonna put that card back, and we're going to shuffle up these two decks a little. There we go. Shuffle up this deck. Okay. Got that all shuffled up, and we're gonna put the cards, the decks on top of each other. Okay, I'm gonna find that card. The card that came, that you just saw. I'm going to find it. I know what it is, and I found it. At the end of the deck, was this your card? Yes, it was your card, because I know it is, because there's no way this failed. I might actually look back in the video. Okay, so I looked back in the video, and yes, that is correct. That was the card. So, that is the performance. Let's go on to the tutorial. So, the tutorial. This seems like an impossible trick. How did he know? How did he know? Let's take a little peek at what I did. Let me just put the two decks back. So, 26. That's 25. That's the 26th. And that's 26. Okay. So, these look like two normal decks, do they? Well, in reality, they're not. These are all red. Except for the Joker one, which I already said is the Ace of Hearts. So imagine it's red. But these are all red cards. And these are all black cards. What does that have to do with everything? Okay, fine, there's a little setup in this, but what does that have to do with anything? Well, let me look at this. You pick a deck, you pick the black deck, you pick the Queen of Clubs. Let me just find that card real quick. Here it is. You pick the Queen of Clubs, okay? Then if you didn't notice, you can even go back in the video, I put it in the other deck. The deck that was full of reds. And there's one imposter among us. There's a black and the reds. So even if I scrambled up this deck very hard, I could go on forever. If I scrambled up that deck, the Queen of Clubs would still be the odd one out because it's in red, but it's a black. So I knew it was this. Same works for the other way around. If your spectator said I'll choose this deck. Okay, here you go. I'll be looking this time. Okay, this is your card. I know it's a 10 of diamonds because I looked, but this is your card. Okay. Then I put it in this deck. What you could do is you could do this. You could say, you put it here, but then really fast swap it into that and say, see, now my hands are empty. I put the card right here, as you can see. But you actually put it here. So let's try that again. This is your card, okay? You remember this card? Spectator says yes. Okay, let's just put that card back. Alright, we put the card back. But in reality, it's here. Then we could even put these go for a little spin. And as you can see, how do I show this? Okay. As you can see, the 10 of diamonds is the odd one out. Even if you stack these cards up together, so like that, like I did before, and then make it more convincing. However, don't scramble when you put the deck on top of the deck, or else it might mess up and you might get it wrong. So let's take a look at this deck. And oh wait, that's the ace of hearts. Sorry. It's hard to look at the camera and find the card. But as you can see, in between the queen of clubs and that's the 3 of clubs is a 10 of diamonds. So black, red, black. So we know it's a 10 of diamonds. Okay? So that's how that color trick works. I'm going to call it the color trick because we sorted out in the beginning of the thing. We sorted out the reds and the blacks. Okay? So that's that trick. Now I'm going to actually scramble this up because for the next trick, we're going to need a scrambled deck. There's no setup to this because I'm scrambling it, of course. We'll just do a quick little thing like that. Okay, and now we're going to take all these cards and square them up. Ignore what I'm doing, you can skip this or I might even cut this, but okay. There we go. Alright, so we have a brand new fresh deck of cards that isn't really scrambled, so I'm going to scramble it a little bit more actually. Okay, so now we have a scrambled deck. Now what we're going to do for this trick is we're going to tell the spectator we're going to do a little something. Okay? What we're going to do is we're going to place the top card down, and in this case it's a king, but we're going to ignore that because that's actually not a very good thing. Well, it is a good thing, just it'll be harder to explain that way. So now this is an ace of diamonds. So what we're going to do is we're going to place down, so we're going to need 13. Okay, 13. So 1. So ace counts as 1. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And also, this is not the tutorial. The tutorial will be in a little bit. So if you're wanting to know how to do this trick, first you should watch how to what it'll look like. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Queen is 12, so 13. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And pretty much you just keep going with this. 5, 6, 7. And since this isn't complete, we're gonna put that in our trash pile. Then I'm going to ask my spectator, pick 3 of these decks. Let's say he picked those 3. Okay. He picked those 3. And now we'd ask our spectator to do an amazing thing. What he's going to do is, let me just get these back. He's going to flip the decks. Wow, so amazing. He's gonna flip the decks. Wow, wait, let me just make sure something, that we're gonna count how many are here. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so let's count how many are here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, now let me show you something. This is a 2. This is a 4. This is an ace. Okay? So what's 2 plus 4? Well, that's 6. Well, what's 6? Well, aces are 1, because there's 1 diamond. So what's 6 plus 1? Well, that's 7. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 cards in this deck. And sometimes you can check, and this does have a 7 in it, so if you could sneakily put the 7 on the top while we're not looking or something, then you could just say, now what card do you think this is? What is it? A 7. And then it's like, if you can do that, you can. It's an optional thing to make the crowd go, yeah, that's an optional thing. So now let's go into the tutorial. Okay, the tutorial. Let me just get all these cards back. Okay, so what did we do? How did that work? So let's first scramble this. So in the beginning, we had to make the piles. So we did that. There's no trick to this. This is just the obvious. Ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We did that. We did that for everything. Also, this is an ace of hearts. Do not forget, or else you'll ask me questions. Yeah. Now let's cut to the part where all the decks are done. Okay, so we have our decks here, and like I said before, if sometimes you don't completely finish the deck, so these just go in your disposal bin. We're just going to leave them there. You can flip them upside down so you don't get confused too. Then we ask the spectator, pick 3 decks. This is also normal, okay? So what we're going to do is they pick 3 decks like they said. Let's say they picked these 3, okay? We'll just take these 2 away. And then we have these. Okay, now here's a big thing. This is where the trick came in. What I did is I put my hands under the desk, okay, and then I took away 10 cards from the disposal bin. So let's take away 10 cards on camera. 8, 9, 10. Make sure that's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, this is 10. Now we're never going to use these cards again. You can just plop them away, out of sight, out of mind. Okay? And then we're going to ask the spectator, make sure they didn't see you take out these 10 cards. Or if you want them to see, you can just say, I'm just going to take a few cards out of this disposal bin because it's getting kind of big. And then you just take out 10. Make sure it's 10. If it's not 10, this trick's not going to work. So, yeah. Then we're going to ask the spectator to flip down all of the decks and then lift the top card for every single deck. That's what we did. Very simple. 6, 4, 10. Like I said before, 4 plus 6 is 10. 10 plus 10 is 20. So there should be 20 cards in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Boom. 20 cards in this. 6 plus 4 is 10, and 10 plus 10 is 20. Kabam! We did it. Yay. So, that is how you do that trick. We just took out 10 cards from the disposal bin, and that's where the whole trick comes by. You could even say, if you don't want to take out the 10 cards, you could say, we're just going to add a random number that pops to my head, and okay, 10 was the first number that popped in my head. We're going to add 10 to this, so now it's 30. So you don't have to take away those 10 cards. You could just say, so now let's just say it's 30, and then there's 30 cards in the disposal bin that you have, and then yeah. So let's scramble this deck up. And for our last and final trick, I'm going to perform it on you, and then I'm going to teach you how to do it. So first, I'm going to ask my spectator, I need to split the cards into 26. 17, 18, 19, 20, 23, 24, 25, 26. Okay, let's just make sure this is 26. Why are these cards showing? Whoa. That's a lot of cards that is actually showing. Just flip these guys right side up. Okay. There we go. Didn't really mean to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Oh, okay. We had 3 extra. That doesn't matter. At least we checked. Now, I would ask my spectator, pick a deck. They picked this deck. We're going to briefly cut this deck in half and just put them aside for now. Now, I'm going to flip these cards around, okay, and pick a card from this deck. This card. Okay, so this is your card, don't forget it. This is your card. Okay, don't forget it. Now I'm just gonna put this card somewhere and we're gonna scramble it again. So okay, we have a pretty scrambled deck. Okay. Now we're gonna put this deck on top of that deck. So now you would say, is your card lost? They'd probably say, yes, it's lost in this deck. Then we're gonna say, well, we're gonna lose it even more. We're gonna scramble it by taking the top and bottom card and putting them down like this. It's not a very hard mechanism. It's fairly easy. We just take bottom top, put the bottom down, and kabam. If you don't end up with even, like there's 3, just put the on top card on top, okay? So now we'd ask, do you think that your card is completely lost in this deck? Of course they'd say yes. If they say no, just say, wow, okay, I can't do anything else, but okay. And we're going to take away the cards that we put aside here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 12 cards in this deck. Okay, let's count to 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then this is the 12th card. Okay, so what do you think this card is going to be? Well, let me just use my magic snap. And as you can see, the card has turned into your card. I'm pretty sure this is your card, unless I messed up. Okay, I did not mess up. 2 of spades. That was your card. I know it. I saw it. And now, we're gonna go into the tutorial. So let's learn how to do that trick. Now this trick can sometimes work and sometimes not work. It really depends on how good you're at the strategy with it. So, like last time, we're gonna separate the cards into 26, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Make sure that's 26. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. What? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Oh, okay then. Okay. Anyway, we now have 2 equal piles. So what are these piles going to do? We ask the spectator, which pile do you choose? They say this one. Doesn't matter. It could be this one. It could be this one. Doesn't matter. Let's say they pick this one, and then briefly split the deck in half. So, doesn't have to be perfect. Just briefly split it in half. Okay? And now what we're going to do is we're going to scramble this up. You don't have to, but it makes the spectator think, wow, this is no setup, so this is the real deal. Okay? Yay. And then we're going to say, pick a card. Let's say they pick this card. This is the 8 of spades. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do a sneaky little trick. We're going to say, now we're going to put this card randomly into the deck, but do a finger hold, which means put the finger where it was, and then you can say, now we're just going to do some flip-flopping. And what you do is you put the 8 of spades at the bottom. How do we do that? Well, before when I was like this, I could just do, so the 8 of spades is here, 8 of spades is here, okay? And I'm just gonna scramble this up a little, and then just do like some really slow scrambling. And then the 8 of spades is at the bottom, and then we can say, now let's do some fast scrambling. And the 8 of spades is still at the bottom because we're dealing with the middle, see? 8 of spades is still here. And then we're going to put the card on the bottom. So now the card is actually lost in this deck. We don't know where it is. I can't just say, here it is, because it's not this. Okay? Then we're going to take, oh wait, we're not going to take that yet. That's in a little bit. But what we're going to do is we're going to do a simple little mechanism, like I said before, and put the bottom and top cards. So hold it like this with your 4 fingers, just here, okay, and then the thumb, and then just use your other hand. So you can just use your thumb for the top, and then your other 4 fingers. So here, just take, okay, and then put down. Easy as that. Take and put down, take and put down, take and put down, take and put down. We're just gonna keep doing this till all our cards run out. And then if you have an extra card remaining, of course you can't take 2 off. So we're just gonna put that right there. So now we have a deck, and we just ask the spectator, do you believe that the card is randomly in a random spot of this deck? Of course they say yes. If they say no, I don't know what I would do to them. That's just wow. Of course the card is scrambled up and we don't know where it is. But soon we will know. So we count how many cards are in this deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That was 9 cards. So let's count 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is the 9th card. Okay? Now this has to do, this is not magic, this is math. It logically somehow makes sense, I don't know. But we could even do this little thing and like, now with the snap of my finger, wait, actually before we look, okay, so this is not your card. You could say that. You could say, this is the 2 of diamonds. But, you don't actually have to say that. It makes it them like, okay, show me. And then you show them this, but it's not actually that. So, you would just say, now it's a snap of my fingers. It is now the 8 of spades. Which was your card. Because I looked at it before the thing. So that's how to work that trick. And that's actually our final trick. I hope you enjoyed. That seemed fun to me. Hope you enjoyed, and see you in the next part 3 how to play chess video.